Hello, welcome to my channel. Look what I'm about to show you. I will give you the step by step of how you can make this beautiful shirt front. It's very useful for this coming cold that I'm sure that in many countries right now you are feeling a lot of cold. Well, here I will give you an idea of what you can make without looking so bulky, and it will perfectly cover your chest and your neck too. We are going to make this turtleneck, and all the stitch will be using our hook. I will give you a step by step, and probably if you want you can combine colors and use different textures too. But well, in this case I will use the same material. I will use material that's very simple, and I will give you the easiest way of how you can make it. Also, if you want, you can make it in different sizes for a kid or for an adult. In this case, I will show you how you can make it for an adult in a standard size. And well, also, this will cover part of your back too, and it will perfect for this coming winter. But well, let's don't lose more time. Well, for this shirt front in a standard size for an adult, we are going to need 300 grams of this material that is between bulky and medium weight yarn. As you could see, here you can see it closer, so this is the weight yarn that we are going to use. We are going to need a hook of number 6 millimeters. So well, we will, with one thread and with our hook, we are going to start making some chains. We are going to make 35 chains. We have to make them a little bit loose. Well, here I finished to make the 35 chains, and approximately it measured 35 centimeters. Well, at the end, once you are sure and once you count, we are going to make one chain more, and we will start making half double crochet. We are going to make one in each stitch. So at the end, if we made 35 chains as the base chains, well, we are going to make 35 half double crochet. So we yarn over, we insert the hook, and then we bring the three together like this, the whole row. And look, at the end we are going to finish the row like this. And now to make the second row, we are going to start with our stitch. We will go up with 3 chains. We will yarn over, and in the second chain we will yarn over, and we will leave these loops in hold. Again, yarn over, and in the next stitch yarn over and bring them through. Again, leave this loop in the hook, yarn over, skip one space, and insert your hook in the other space, yarn over and bring them all the loops together and make one chain to close. Then we are going to make one chain to go up, yarn over, and between this space we will insert the hook and pull. Then in the same place where we inserted the hook, we are going to insert the hook and yarn over, and then we will skip one, and in the next space we will yarn over, and we are going to bring all of the loops together. Then we will make one chain to close, we will go up with one chain, and again here in the last stitch we will insert the hook between these threads. We will turn over, and then where we start we will yarn over, then we will skip one, we will insert the hook, and we will pull and make one chain to close. Well, and like this is how we continue the whole row. At the end we are going to finish the row like this. So pulling in the last stitch, and we have to take care that this edge it's straight. Okay, turn around, and now we are going to start with the next row. We will go up with 3 chains, we will turn over, and again we will start like we did at the beginning. Here in the middle we are going to insert the hook, then in the same place insert the hook and pull, and right where we have this joint we will insert the hook and turn over and bring them through and make one chain to close, and then make one chain to go up. Again, one chain, to go up, as I told you, here between these threads, insert your hook and pull. Here in this joint, insert your hook, then yarn over, and in the next joint we are going to insert the hook and pull, yarn over, and bring them through and make one chain to close. And this is how the stitch will go. I'll show you again so it's clear. So in this row, as you could see, we are going to make and insert the hook into joints ahead, you see? And this is how we are going to continue for the rest of the row. For the next row, we will go up the same way. We will start the same way like we started in this row, and basically we are going to continue following these steps. We are going to make more rows until we get approximately 40 centimeters of long. Okay, so this is what we are going to repeat, and be careful to keep the edges straight. Okay, so see you there. Well, here I have 40 centimeters, and well, in the last row I did divide it to make the space for the neck. Okay, so what I basically made is that I divided my piece in three. So I crochet the beginning and the end, and in the middle I didn't crochet. So like this is how I left the space for the neck. We are going to make a second piece exactly like this one, just that 2 rows before we are going to make this division to have this neck longer. Okay, I did get ahead, so I will show you. So basically this will be our front, and the piece that we have just made will be the back. And with only these stitches I made 3 rows, and in the back I only made 1 row. So this will be the space for the neck. So well, the only part that we are going to sew to join will be the shoulders. Remember that this will be for the back and this will be for the front. Before you join, please make sure that both parts are facing out to the right side. And well, remember to leave an space here for the neck, and to divide into three pieces to have the space for the neck. So well, what I will do now is that I will sew the shoulders in one side and in the other with an embroidery needle. Well, with the same yarn and with an embroidery needle, I suggest that you use these needles that has big eyes, and we are going to perfectly match one stitch and the other. We are going to use the invisible stitch, so it means that we will insert the hook from the bottom to the top, and like this we won't create any bleed. And we are going to go in order in zigzag, taking one stitch from one side and one stitch from the other side, and like this until we finish to sew and to match all the stitches. And we are going to make the same in the other shoulder too, okay, until we finished. Well, so here I finished to sew and to join the shoulders. Please make sure that your head will perfectly fit through here. Remember that the stitch has to be a little bit loose. Please do not tie too much. First, because if not, the shape of this shirt front will be distorted, and also because the stitch won't look that good. Okay, so I suggested that you make it a little bit loose, that you relax, and that you enjoy it. Once you are sure that your head perfectly fits, well, we are going to start making the same stitch that we use for the rest of the shirt front in this part. If you don't want to use it, well, you can use the elastic stitch that I have taught you in other videos here in my channel. You can look for it. But well, if you want to do it like me, well, just we are going to repeat the same stitch, and we are going to look for the spaces where to insert the hook. Okay, but well, basically are the same steps, As you could see, well, here we are going to look for the joints. If you feel that you are going to pull too much, well, do it in one space before. Okay, try to match all the spaces, and also you will decide to how much spaces, and also if you want to tie it more or no. Probably you want like your turtleneck be more tightened and not too loose. Well, you will decide that, and please observe how your neck is looking so far. And well, you will be careful with the spaces, if not skipping too much, and also if in not leaving holes between this stitch. Well, this is how we are going to continue the whole row all around. And these stitch are called the stars. So we are going to make only stars here for our turtleneck all around. Well, look, here I'm finishing to make this stitch all around, and well, here we are going to just make um, the last stitch to finish with the start right in the same place where we started to make the chains. We are going to just at the end slip one to close, and with this we are going to finish the first row of the neck. So far I think the space is perfect. So we have to keep with the shape, and also I suggest that we count how many stars do we have so we can keep the same number all around the rows. Okay, well, here I was thinking that instead of closing the row, let's continue uh, without closing the rows. So here we will go up with 3 chains, and we will start as it goes, and it doesn't matter if here we will have a leaning stitch at the beginning. It will be better that we continue like this than if we close the row in each row, because if not we will have a pleat. And the same way like we started to make this row, we are going to continue with the rest. I suggest that you put a marker to point it out where you start and where you finished, and well, you will decide how many rows you want to make. Sometimes I know that some of you like just a short neck, okay, like this, but if you want you can make more rows to make it longer and then fold it to have a turtleneck. But well, you will decide here which style you like the most, and if you want to make just some few rows or if you want to make more rows. Remember that we are going to continue all around, and that I suggest that you put a marker to point it out and to have a counting of your rows. Okay, at the end, if you want, we can make a single stitch row all around here, the sides that will be opened if you want. If not, well, you can leave it just like this. And once we finish to make the neck, see you there to teach you what's next. Okay, remember to keep with the shape. Well, look, from here to the top I have 10 rows. I think I will stop. It's enough. If I already try on, and if you fold it, it looks pretty. At the end, we are going to hide all these threads that we have with an embroidery needle, and with this we finish. We won't iron this break. We are going to leave it like this. We are going to keep with the puffiness of the stitch and also of the yarn, and we are just going to, as I told you, hide all the threads that we have, and with this we finish. Now let's see how it looks. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed making this shirt front with me. It was so easy, and the best part is that I love the result, and also that we have just made a different turtleneck from the rest that we haven't. So if you want, as I told you, you can make the elastic stitch for this shirt front. But well, don't forget to give me a like, to subscribe, and to share this video if you like it. Stay tuned for more videos. Be part of my team. I have a Facebook page, I'm in Instagram, and also I'm in TikTok. So see you there, and have a nice beginning of the year. Bye bye.